Tomazzi Entertainment.
What up, news? What up, everybody? This is D-Laps, my buddy Philly Blunts, and my buddy Doc talking about DLC and how much it sucks dick. Yeah. Like, what they did wasn't such a horrible thing.
No,
even
it
if that
wasn't
is
horrible.
the
I
case,
just
which
think
I
it
doubt
was a little cheesy. That's all I think. It's
No,
a
man,
little
and then
cheesy.
their
I saw
season
right
pass
through
is
it.
$25, and you get like I think two expansions. One is 30 hours, or yeah, one's 20 hours and one's 10 hours. That's a 30-hour expansion for $25, man. That's a full game right there. Like that is a deal. Like I don't know, the way they did it was completely correct. They basically gave a bunch of shit away free and says, hey, here's our DLC, and it's not expensive, and we give you lots for it. Like that is how it always should be done.
Yeah, no, for sure. They did some things right for sure.
But
I just think
Evolve
that they're
didn't do
always
that.
the ones
Evolve
that
was
like
just
to
like,
take pot
okay, well,
shots.
they
That's
basically
what-
said,
they
okay,
always
well,
do that
it costs
shit.
us it costs us $300 million to make the game, and then it costs us like a couple of thousand to make these character. You know what? Let's charge $10 for these characters. That's a total bullshit. Like those characters weren't even that great. I like to use one of them. That doesn't mean he was the best character of them all, but I can tell you right now, he didn't deserve to be cost $10.
Who was
should
it?
have been
Well, which game?
the little bug dude. You know, the little, I
Oh,
don't
they're
know.
like $4 or $5, right?
I don't know, but I just think
Or you get the whole pack for
anytime they
15
try to
bucks
sell
or
you a
something.
character that just does a couple of different moves, I think it's bullshit. Pretty
Uh,
bad.
See, I don't know how that doesn't work for some games, but then when you look in the World of Warcraft, like
Anything online, you're selling bits and pieces. You're basically saying fuck you. Anything that has story based, you're selling bits and pieces. I guess people just see it as more content.
World of Warcraft has been doing that for what, like 10 years now, right? And they're still doing it. and
They
people
should
are
have all
still
been
buying
free,
it.
right?
Well,
Should have
no.
all been free after the first purchase in 1982.
No, it's
That's kind of what you're saying,
To
right?
me,
No matter how long in the future they
That's not
support a
true
game,
at all, man. Like
they want to
that's
support a
not
game
true.
further. They shouldn't
Witcher,
get any more
I
money.
even said Witcher for $25
Right.
for 30 hours is worth it. They
Right.
can do expansions, but they have to give you something that you're really paying for.
See, and
Adding
the thing about World of Warcraft stuff is
suits on a
you can-
character
every one of those
isn't
things
giving you
you
an
can get.
expansion. Giving
Well,
you
yeah,
another
but-
horse
You
isn't
can
giving you an
get it.
expansion.
Right,
but you have to spend 10 hours or
right.
6 hours grinding to get it. So it's not like they're saying, this is totally unavailable to you.
And
you can do it.
Did that mount or whatever it was, did it improve the game in any way, or was it just cosmetic purely? Was it just for looks, or did it actually make you ride faster or something, have some sort of benefit?
Yes, some do.
Some
Some
of it.
do.
Though, okay,
Not
so
all of them, but some do.
all the DLC that was in Evolve on day one was purely cosmetic. You could change the color of your character if you wanted to, right?
Yeah.
And that's what you're saying. That should have all been free.
Yep.
Everything should be free.
Yep.
But why though? Like it's not really vital to the game. Everybody's just a certain color in the game. You can't even see your character. It's first person view.
It's just
So
charging
it's
for
like,
bits and
why are
pieces,
you
man,
changing-
is just not right.
You know?
You should like that should cost them nothing, so they just put it in the game. You want
I think
you
it's
want
kinda
more
nice
money for
that-
your game? Make something that's huge and give it to your customers and say, hey, here's another 10 hours, here's another 20 hours, and we want another $20 or $30. That is fair. But when you say, hey, here's a shirt and a hat, and then your guy can be male or female, that's $10. It's like, what the fuck? You serious?
Well,
Like-
let's look at the other side fence we were talking about for Star Wars Battlefront, right? And Star Wars Battlefront has an expansion coming out here now and stuff, and it's totally doing things the wrong way. This is the wrong way to do DLC. You break up with new maps, so now your friends can't play with each other. If you even have one map in a DLC rotation, you can't play with your friends now. They have to drop out of that and play with the old maps with you and everything. It's horrible, like they're splitting everything up. They're having special, like you haven't played the game, so you get these perk cards during the game.
I have played the game. I'm doing a
Okay, well you
review
get
of
these
it
perks,
now.
right? You get the cards, and there's exclusive paid cards now. It's paid power ups that you cannot get otherwise. One says like adrenaline rush. I imagine that's probably going to make the character run faster or something like that, right? Now I can't play through the game and get the same one, or what's going on here, right? Like they're paying for this DLC. I gotta say, the heroes that they've got, the two announced heroes that they're getting for DLC is hilarious because they're like some no name. I don't even know their names. They're like
Oh, really?
some green guy and
Is
some
there a season pass for Battlefront? I'm assuming
season
there
pass.
is. Yes.
Yeah, no, for sure there is. It's $70.
Holy fuck!
$70, and they didn't even announce what was gonna be in it. They said it was just gonna expand your universe. It's like what Destiny was trying to pull when they were like first came out and they were promising all this stuff, right? So Star Wars came out. I only bought the game for $40 anyways when it was new. about the code online, and they want $70 for some future DLC, which they're not even going to tell you what it is until it comes out. But now we're finding out, and I was saying the whole time, like they've been giving us some free stuff. I got to give them credit. They gave us free maps. They gave us a free mode, right? They've opened
Well,
up
that's
the
after the
different maps.
controversy of just having no single player. I think that's why they did it. They were
See, I got
desperate, put them against a wall, and they're like, "Oh fuck, let's give some free stuff out so we look like we're the good
I actually
guys."
think a lot of it was announced before
I
any of
bought
that
the
shit
Darth
came
Vader
out. But
PS4, so I got everything.
nice. Okay.
I want a little bit
You got
further.
the season pass with that then.
Yeah, everything,
Nice.
yeah.
Okay. I just think that it's a totally different thing to say here you can pay to win. You can pay to have special abilities and advantage over somebody else, which they can't counter because they don't have access to it. Whereas in other games, like
You could either pay.
you
for
can
it
just
or
pay
get
for
it.
something that's cosmetic and it doesn't really matter, right? It's not going to put you in an advantage over anybody else. It's not pay to win. It's totally optional. Most people, like myself, we play our little games on our phone. We download from the store. We don't spend any money on those free-to-play games. We don't buy the little different costumes in Little Big Planet. We don't do all that stuff.
See,
like
the thing
stickers.
is, like, I don't mind if I pay to get it, but you should be able to get it without paying,
right.
like by doing a whole bunch of missions or something. You know what I mean by
Hmm.
that?
I agree with that. Yes,
You
it
know what
should
I'm
be
saying?
always available. I basically
wouldn't it be more
disagree
fair
with
if that
anything
was the
involving
case?
for
But
trinkets
every
and
single
shit.
option,
Paying
though,
for it is
like every
bullshit.
single accessory and thing in the game should be earnable. Everything. Like
Yes.
they can't come out with anything that they just want to sell for 50 cents or $1 or something like that. Like in
They
Little
should
Big
give me
Planet,
the
like the
option to
stickers.
buy it.
Like there's I guess, and that's what they do in a
Get
lot
it
of the
right
free-to-play
now.
games.
Yeah.
I just think that I don't see a problem with them offering something else that's not going to affect me anyways. If somebody else, like, I don't buy that shit. So if they want to open up another revenue stream because they realize that market's there, they sell millions of dollars worth of this free-to-play games that are free. Like Candy Crush has made how many billions, right?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of money.
And that's the whole point. There's a huge market for that. I don't blame them for dipping their hands in there. I'm not going to buy it. I don't see what the problem is
Okay,
with them
well,
doing it. It's just like peddling on the street or
I
selling
guess
door to door.
if people want to
They're gonna stop them
spend
doing
money
that.
on just trinket shit they put on themselves, that's their business, I guess. I would never help support this. I
Yeah.
think it's just a bunch of scamming bullshit.
Right.
Stuff that should be in the game anyway, and it probably is if you just play it. Most of the time they don't tell you, but it probably is in the game. You're just paying for it right away. So
I go back to Evolve again. Like they've been actually giving out a lot of the skins. They just do weekend events all
that's
the time.
also because they had the
And a lot of those are
sales
exclusive.
dropped.
You can't buy them though, right? You can't buy any of these skins. They're
They're giving them away
solely
because they're desperate.
they're giving
They're
them out in
desperate.
special events if you're playing on the weekends and stuff. So
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I got to cut it right there because we actually changed subjects. And me and my friends talked for about an hour. So I cut it up into little bits and pieces. If you enjoy this, please subscribe. Check out the next video. Yeah.